Alright guys, so I just finished a meeting with my editor. Good start to my Friday. I have one more client video that I need to get done today, and from that point forward I should be in the clear in terms of getting to work on the business for a bit. And there's quite a bit that I've got to do. However, I know that this is going to be a really big sprint period. After sitting down to think yesterday and even just mapping out what I want to get done in 2026 while literally talking to my editor, kind of putting it all together, we got a lot of work to do, because I want to explain what I'm going to be doing and in 2026 how I want things to look as of right now. So I've got the main channel, the business channel, personal channel, and the agency. I don't really care to formally launch info this year. I will do it if I'm full of agency clients and somebody wants to pay for consulting or some kind of done with you service. No issues there. But I'm not going to be like going out and launching an offer or making a big product. I don't think that has its place this year. What I'm going to be doing though is I want the agency at $30K a month MRR. That for me is like the threshold of profitability for the agency. When you go any higher than that, you end up just deteriorating your margin. And like I've spoken about many times, I only believe in scale when it outweighs the value of cash plus time. And in my opinion, cash plus time is important here. With 300K, that's not how it actually fizzles out. More like 200K with taxes close to 150K, 100K personally invested, and 50 to reinvest, spend, whatever it might be, you have the utility to pretty much pay for any kind of optimization you need to have the infrastructure to go bigger. And for me, as a part of scaling the agency, I'm going to get editors too, which is nice because I can actually work with these people and then produce videos with them in addition to the agency stuff. So agency, 30K a month. Now, main channel, I don't want to set a massive subscriber goal. Actually I do. I have a number in mind. It's 100K subs. And I think it's very possible if we produce like world class level content, especially in the latter half of the year. I think it's very possible, right? We have, let me think. We have 10 more videos to go, or 11 more videos to go this year, including the one we're working on now. It is definitely feasible that we get like a million view, 20K subs added video, and then like the whole thing just like goes crazy. So I think that that's very possible. The business channel, I want to get to 10K subs. The personal channel. Now the business channel, I see how we get to 10K subs, because if the main channel does its thing, then it funnels to the business channel and it's just like an advanced audience. Cool. The personal channel, these videos, I got no clue how we're going to hit 10K here. I did have the idea, and by the way, so as one of the things, I'm going to be, my editor that I'm working with right now, I want him to be the guy running my main channel and the business channel. He's doing a great job when it comes to improvement. So just continuing to work with him. We're making some really big strides. So have one guy managing all of my talking head content. Then I've got the agency, which I'm probably just going to hire 1 to 2 editors to help me with all of the client work there. Then I have the only last thing, which is this personal channel. And okay, here's my idea. I don't know how realistic this is, but I want to really do it. So right now, I'm the person holding the camera. And I see a lot of people that hire videographers, and they try and do this where they're producing these ultra cinematic videos, but the issue is that they never yield quite the results that they're looking for. So then the videographer's fee ends up going in vain. And depending on the quality that the videographer has, it deteriorates even more. The next issue is that these people, and I look at like the videographer content person relationships that I like. So Iman, of course, is like probably the best that we've seen. Then we have Luke Alexander. I don't know his cameraman's name, unfortunately. And then Moritz has got a pretty solid guy that he seems to have a good relationship with. I want to find the videographer that I have that good relationship with, and I'm willing to have live in my house, because I have an extra room. And if I can have somebody go and live in this extra room with me, and their only job is to pretty much take over my personal channel, is they're doing the series of Road to 1M / whatever we're going to call it, or continue to call it. We're at day 163. Crazy. If they can just do that, I think that has massive growth potential, especially as a daily series, right? A lot of these people, they try and do too much quality, not enough quantity. And the good part about going to this person, videographer, etc., maybe even like a friend of mine that I just want to get started, I don't know what it's going to look like, and saying, yo, I want you to post daily on this account, is if they don't do it, two things. A, I'm going to do it, and the series is going to continue. And then B, I've already like laid out the model for how simple it can be, right? I've done the cinematic vlogs myself and posted them. And not saying they're the best quality in the world, but like, it's proving that you can put in the effort on a daily basis, and there's no reason why you can't. So I've really established what the standard's going to be like just by doing it myself, in addition to everything that I've already had on top of my plate. If that's somebody's only role, I bet they could crush it, and then it will serve the purpose of this main channel, which is to build my brand. I do so many videos about other people and for other people that I need the sanctuary that is about me to build my own image. So this is the more I achieve success, the more important this series becomes. Because right now, I am just not yet at the level of person where people will just watch my day in the life, right? There's like 5 of you right now. However, I think that just by upping the production quality, but then also just kind of upping the way that I treat myself, which is something I'm focusing on, ironically, if you see me right now, I will begin to appear as that person, because I've achieved things that would make people like care about, I guess, me as an entrepreneur, etc., etc. At least I think. I could be completely wrong, but I know that a large element of it is just the ability to look at somebody and go, oh, that guy's what I want to be like. And I don't think anybody wants to be a hoodie wearing, scruffy haired, dirty clothed kid sitting in his room working 12 hours a day. It's not really like, I don't think people aspire that. At least, I mean, we got weird people that that watch these right now. However, when I up my own ability to appear, then that changes it. And I think this series could really start to take off and compound. And when it does, these videos become ultra important, because you've heard me talk about all this stuff. there's also just like, again, my thing was I wanted a retarded amount of undeniable proof. And I think that this is probably the most extreme way of doing that I think anybody's ever done. Now, there are people there's a kid that's on, not a kid, he's my age. There's a guy that's on day 800 something of doing like these daily series. And his stuff is hilarious. He doesn't like put any effort into the videos. He just like turns on the camera every day. It's like, here's what happened, which has kind of been me over the last month or so. However, that is just like such a crazy amount of proof that even if you stop posting, which I don't plan on, but you stop posting and then you look back to that, bro, nobody can question who you are and what you've done, the things that you've said you've done when you do something like this, because it's all documented. And people don't have to go back and watch these videos, but knowing that they exist is the real lever. So that's going to be kind of the focus. So we got the personal channel, potentially the vlogger, or potentially the videographer. That's the last priority. Second last priority is going to be definitely the main channel and building that up crazy. Low-key, no. It's the agency that's the second priority for sure. And then first priority is going to be the main channel, right? If I could only do one thing, it would be the main channel. So, like the main channel, the business channel. If there's one thing I could do, it's those two. So that's going to be the number one priority. Second priority is getting the agency to $30K a month and all systemized. Mainly because I get to hire editors that I can use on the main channel. And then, of course, the videographer to boost the personal. So that's kind of the full scheme. And it is probably around noon now. I've been on call with editors and then also just getting things ready to go. I have a lot of like environment cleaning stuff that I want to do today. I'm going to take my time doing that. I just want to get this client video out, which I'm going to go in and do right now. And then after that, I will be in a nuts position to kind of take on the day. And yeah, really, I'm just going to spend my Friday. I spent last weekend kind of enjoying myself. This weekend, I'm going to really spend just grinding to get ahead and, yeah, be in a good position.